Have you ever wondered if your thoughts could actually change your life? Well, get ready for a mind-blowing revelation. Your thoughts have way more power than you might think. In fact, they can shape your entire reality and help you live the amazing life you've always dreamed of. I know it sounds crazy, but stick with me here. It's not what you might expect. Think about it for a second. How many times have you caught yourself thinking negative thoughts only to have your day go downhill from there? Or maybe you've had those rare days where you woke up feeling on top of the world and everything just seemed to go your way. What if I told you that's not just random chance? What if your thoughts were actually creating those experiences? This isn't some far-out idea or wishful thinking. It's a powerful principle that has the potential to completely transform your life. And the best part? It doesn't involve any complicated techniques or strategies. It's all about becoming the person you want to be, starting from the inside. Now here's where things get really interesting. If you don't learn how to control your thoughts, you might end up stuck in a life you don't want. Think about that for a moment. All those dreams and goals you have, they might never become reality if you keep letting negative thoughts run the show. But here's the exciting part. If you master this skill of controlling your thoughts, you could create the incredible life you've always wanted. Imagine waking up every day feeling excited and full of energy, knowing that you're living your best life. That's the kind of transformation we're talking about here. It's like having a superpower, but instead of flying or turning invisible, you're able to shape your reality through the power of your mind. Pretty cool, right? So, how does this all work? Well, it's all about something called the mirror principle. This idea says that reality is like a giant mirror that reflects back to us our relationship with ourselves and the world around us. And let's break that down a bit. Your inner world, your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings, creates a kind of image. And the outer world, your actual experiences and circumstances, is like a reflection of that image. It's as if the universe is constantly saying, "Your wish is my command," and giving you experiences that match your inner state. Here's an example to make it clearer. Let's say deep down, you believe you're not good at making money. Maybe you've had some bad experiences in the past, or you grew up hearing that money is hard to come by. That belief becomes part of your inner image. Now the mirror of reality sees that image and says, "Oh, you believe you're not good with money? All right then, here's some evidence to support that belief." And suddenly, you might find yourself struggling to get a raise, or unexpected bills keep popping up, or that business idea you had just doesn't seem to take off. But here's the thing. It works both ways. If you truly believe you're capable, worthy, and destined for success, the mirror of reality will reflect that back to you too. You might start noticing more opportunities coming your way, or find yourself making smarter financial decisions without even trying. This mirror principle isn't just about money, though. It applies to every aspect of your life: relationships, health, career, personal growth, you name it. Whatever image you're projecting internally, that's what you'll see reflected in your external reality. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, if it's that simple, why isn't everyone living their dream life? Well, that's where things get a bit tricky. You see, most of us aren't aware of the images we're projecting. We're often so caught up in our day-to-day lives that we don't realize how our inner thoughts and beliefs are shaping our experiences. Plus, changing those inner beliefs isn't always easy. We've often held on to them for years, maybe even decades. They've become a part of who we are. But here's the good news. Once you understand how this mirror principle works, you can start to consciously change that inner image. And when you do that, your outer reality has no choice but to change along with it. Think of it like redecorating a room. If you've had the same furniture and decor for years, it might feel strange at first to imagine the room looking different. But once you start making changes, moving things around, bringing in new pieces, the room starts to transform. Before you know it, you've created a whole new space that better reflects who you are and what you want. That's exactly what we're doing with the mirror principle, but on a much bigger scale. We're redecorating our entire reality. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but how do I actually do it? How do I change that inner image? Don't worry, we're going to dive into all of that. We'll explore practical techniques you can use to start reshaping your inner world, and by extension, your outer reality. But before we get into the how-to, it's important to really grasp this fundamental idea. Your thoughts create your reality. This isn't just some feel-good saying. It's a powerful truth that once you truly understand and embrace it, can revolutionize your entire life. So, as we move forward, I want you to keep this in mind. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. You are the artist, and your life is your masterpiece. And just like any great artist, you have the power to create something truly extraordinary. Are you ready to pick up that brush and start painting the life of your dreams? Are you ready to harness the incredible power of your thoughts and transform your reality? If so, buckle up, because we're about to embark on an amazing journey of self-discovery and personal transformation. In the next sections, we'll dive deeper into how you can practically apply this mirror principle in your life. We'll explore specific techniques you can use to change your inner image, overcome limiting beliefs, and start creating the reality you truly desire. Remember, this isn't about overnight success or magical thinking. It's about understanding the profound connection between your inner world and your outer experiences, and learning how to consciously shape that connection. It's a journey, and like any journey, it takes time, practice, and patience. But I promise you, it's a journey that's well worth taking. So, are you ready to unlock the secret power of your thoughts and start living your best life now? Let's dive in and discover how you can take control of your reality, one thought at a time. Now that we understand the basic idea behind the mirror principle, let's dive a bit deeper into why your inner world is so crucial. When I say inner world, I'm talking about your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and the way you see yourself and the world around you. Think of your inner world as the control center for your life. It's like the backstage area of a theater. The audience only sees what happens on stage. That's your outer reality, the experiences and circumstances of your life. But everything that happens on stage is determined by what goes on backstage. The scripts, the props, the directions. That's your inner world. Here's the key thing to remember. If you want to change what's happening on stage, you need to change what's happening backstage first. In other words, if you want to change your outer reality, you need to start by changing your inner world. Let's use an example to make this clearer. Say you want to become more confident. You might think the solution is to take action in the outer world. Maybe force yourself to speak up more in meetings or attend more social events. And while those actions can help, they're not addressing the root of the issue. The real change happens when you start to shift your inner image of yourself, when you begin to see yourself as a confident person, when you start to believe in your own abilities and worth. That's when true transformation occurs. From that new inner standpoint, speaking up in meetings or being social doesn't feel forced anymore. It becomes a natural expression of who you are. This is why so many people struggle to make lasting changes in their lives. They focus all their energy on changing their actions or their circumstances without realizing that those things are just reflections of their inner world. It's like trying to change your reflection in a mirror by moving the mirror around instead of changing what the mirror is reflecting. The good news is, once you understand this principle, you have the key to creating real, lasting change in your life. By focusing on your inner world, your thoughts, beliefs, and self-image, you can start to reshape your entire reality. Now here's where things get really exciting. The mirror principle isn't just about changing specific circumstances in your life. It's about becoming the person you truly want to be. Think about someone you admire. Maybe it's a successful entrepreneur, a great leader, or just someone who seems to have their life together. What makes them different from you? Is it just their actions, or is it something deeper? The truth is, people who achieve great things or live fulfilling lives aren't just doing different things, they're being different people. They have a different inner world, a different way of thinking and believing. This is where the real power of the mirror principle comes in. Instead of just trying to copy the actions of successful people, you can start to adopt their inner qualities. You can begin to think, feel, and believe the way they do. Here's how it works. First, get clear about who you want to be, not just what you want to have or do, but who you want to be as a person. What qualities would you have? How would you think and feel? Next, start to embody those qualities in your inner world. This means changing your self-talk, your beliefs, and your emotions to align with the person you want to be. Finally, act from that new inner state. Let your actions flow naturally from your new way of being. For example, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, start by adopting the mindset of one. Begin to see opportunities where others see problems. Start thinking in terms of value creation and innovation. Feel the excitement and determination that comes with building something meaningful. As you do this, you'll find that your outer actions start to change naturally. You might find yourself coming up with new business ideas, networking more effectively, or taking calculated risks that you wouldn't have considered before. The key here is consistency. You need to hold on to this new inner image long enough for it to manifest in your outer reality. This can be challenging, especially when your current circumstances don't yet match your inner vision. But remember, your current reality is just a reflection of your past thoughts and beliefs. As you consistently change your inner world, your outer world will have no choice but to follow suit. This process of inner transformation isn't always easy. You might face doubts, fears, or old habits that try to pull you back to your old ways of thinking. But with practice and persistence, you can reshape your inner world, and in doing so, reshape your entire reality. In the next sections, we'll explore specific techniques and strategies you can use to start this process of inner transformation. We'll look at how to identify and change limiting beliefs, how to use visualization and affirmations effectively, and how to maintain your new inner state even when faced with challenges. Remember, the journey of transforming your reality starts with a single thought. By harnessing the power of your inner world, you can become the person you've always wanted to be and create the life you've always dreamed of. Are you ready to take the next step on this incredible journey? Let's keep going. You might be wondering, is there any real science behind all this talk about thoughts creating reality? The answer is a resounding yes. While it might sound a bit like magic at first, there's actually a lot of scientific evidence that supports the power of our thoughts. Let's start with our brains. Your brain is an incredible organ that's constantly changing and adapting. Scientists call this ability neuroplasticity. Every time you have a thought, it creates a tiny electrical signal in your brain. When you repeat thoughts over and over, these signals get stronger and your brain actually starts to change its physical structure. Think of it like walking through a field of tall grass. The first time you walk a certain path, it's hard to see where you're going. But if you walk the same path every day, eventually you'll create a clear trail. That's kind of what happens in your brain when you repeat certain thoughts or beliefs. But it's not just about your brain. Your thoughts also affect your body in very real ways. When you have a stressful thought, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. These hormones can affect everything from your heart rate to your immune system. On the flip side, positive thoughts can trigger the release of feel-good chemicals like endorphins and serotonin. Here's where it gets really interesting. These physical changes in your body can actually influence your behavior and the way you interact with the world. If you're constantly stressed and anxious because of negative thoughts, you might avoid taking risks or trying new things. But if you're feeling confident and positive, you're more likely to take action and seize opportunities. And guess what? The actions you take or don't take have a big impact on your life experiences. So in a very real way, your thoughts are shaping your reality by influencing your body, your behavior, and ultimately your life circumstances. But remember, this isn't about forcing yourself to think happy thoughts all the time. It's about understanding the connection between your thoughts, your body, and your experiences. Once you understand this connection, you can start to use it to your advantage. Now that we understand the science behind thought power, let's talk about one of the simplest and most effective techniques for harnessing this power: positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are short, powerful statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They're like little pep talks you give yourself throughout the day. The idea is to replace negative, limiting thoughts with positive, empowering ones. Here's how to use positive affirmations effectively. Choose affirmations that resonate with you. They should feel true, or at least possible. For example, if you're working on building confidence, you might use an affirmation like, "I am capable and confident in all situations." Make your affirmation specific and present tense. Instead of saying, "I will be successful," say, "I am successful in everything I do." Repeat your affirmations regularly. You can say them out loud, write them down, or even record them and listen to them. The key is consistency. Feel the emotions associated with your affirmations. Don't just say the words, really try to feel as if they're already true. Now you might be thinking, but isn't this just lying to myself? Not at all. Remember, your brain doesn't always know the difference between what's real and what you vividly imagine. By using positive affirmations, you're creating new neural pathways in your brain, kind of like that path through the field we talked about earlier. Over time, these new pathways become stronger, and the positive thoughts become more natural. You start to actually believe these positive statements about yourself, and that belief influences your actions and experiences. For example, if you regularly affirm, "I am confident and capable," you'll start to act more confidently in your daily life. You might speak up more in meetings, take on new challenges, or handle difficult situations with more ease. These actions, in turn, lead to positive experiences that reinforce your new belief. It's important to note that positive affirmations aren't about denying reality or ignoring problems. They're about shifting your focus and changing your perspective. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong or what you can't do, you're training your mind to focus on what's possible and what you can achieve. Let's look at a real-life example of how this can work. Meet Sarah, a young professional who always dreamed of starting her own business, but was held back by self-doubt and fear of failure. Sarah decided to try using positive affirmations. Every morning and evening, she would look in the mirror and repeat to herself, "I am a confident and successful entrepreneur. I have valuable skills to offer the world. I am capable of overcoming any challenge." At first, it felt a bit silly, and she didn't really believe what she was saying. But she stuck with it, repeating her affirmations consistently every day. After a few weeks, Sarah noticed something starting to change. She found herself speaking up more in meetings at her day job. She started reading more books about entrepreneurship and attending networking events. When she heard about a local pitch competition for new business ideas, instead of automatically thinking, "I could never do that," she thought, "Why not give it a try?" To her surprise, Sarah's idea made it to the finals of the competition. Even though she didn't win, the experience gave her a huge boost of confidence. She realized that she really did have valuable skills and ideas to offer. Encouraged by this experience, Sarah started working on her business plan in her free time. She connected with a mentor who helped her refine her ideas. Within a year, she had quit her day job and launched her own small consulting firm. Looking back, Sarah realized that the positive affirmations had been the first step in her journey. They hadn't magically made her a successful entrepreneur overnight, but they had changed her self-image and given her the confidence to take those first crucial steps. This is the power of positive affirmations. They help you reshape your inner world, which in turn shapes your outer reality. They're not about instant transformation, but about setting in motion a process of positive change. Remember, everyone's journey is different. Your affirmations and your path will be unique to you. The key is to find affirmations that resonate with you and to use them consistently. With time and practice, you'll start to see how these simple statements can have a profound impact on your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately, your life. In the next sections, we'll explore more techniques for harnessing the power of your thoughts, including visualization and how to overcome common doubts and obstacles. But for now, why not give positive affirmations a try? Choose one or two that feel right for you and start incorporating them into your daily routine. You might be surprised at the changes you start to see. Now that we've explored positive affirmations, let's dive into another powerful technique for shaping your reality: visualization. This method is like creating a movie in your mind of the life you want to live. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It's a focused practice of imagining your desired outcomes in vivid detail. When you visualize, you're essentially giving your brain a blueprint of what you want to create in your life. Here's how to practice visualization effectively. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. Start to imagine your desired outcome or goal as if it's happening right now. Use all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Make your visualization as detailed as possible. If you're visualizing career success, imagine specific scenarios: giving a presentation to an impressed audience, signing a big contract, or receiving an award. Most importantly, feel the emotions associated with achieving your goal. Let yourself experience the joy, pride, and satisfaction. The power of visualization lies in its ability to activate the same neural networks in your brain that would be activated if you were actually experiencing the situation. This helps create new neural pathways, making it easier for your brain to recognize and act on opportunities that align with your vision. For example, if you regularly visualize yourself confidently giving presentations, you're more likely to volunteer for speaking opportunities at work. Each time you do this, you're reinforcing the neural pathways associated with confident public speaking, making it feel more natural over time. Remember, visualization isn't about escaping reality or avoiding taking action. It's about programming your mind for success and preparing yourself to recognize and seize opportunities when they arise. At this point, you might be having some doubts. This all sounds great, you might be thinking, but can it really work for me? Let's address some common concerns. Isn't this just wishful thinking? It's important to understand that controlling your reality with your thoughts isn't about magically making things appear. It's about changing your perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors in ways that open you up to new possibilities. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your reality. What if it doesn't work right away? Remember, this is a process, not a quick fix. Just like learning any new skill, it takes time and practice. You might not see dramatic changes overnight, but with consistent effort, you'll start to notice shifts in your thinking and your life. Can this really overcome real-world obstacles? While positive thinking alone won't remove all obstacles, it can change how you perceive and respond to challenges. Instead of seeing problems as insurmountable barriers, you'll start to view them as opportunities for growth and creative problem solving. What if I have negative thoughts? It's normal to have negative thoughts sometimes. The goal isn't to eliminate all negative thinking, but to become more aware of your thought patterns and consciously choose more positive, empowering thoughts when you can. To really harness the power of your thoughts, it's important to make these techniques a regular part of your daily life. Here's a simple routine you can follow. Morning. Start your day with positive affirmations. Repeat them while looking in the mirror or write them in a journal. Spend 5 to 10 minutes visualizing your goals for the day and your larger life goals. Throughout the day, use spot checks to monitor your thoughts. When you notice negative thinking, consciously replace it with a positive thought. Evening. Reflect on your day. What went well? What could you improve? End your day with more positive affirmations and a brief visualization of your ideal future. Remember, consistency is key. Even if you only spend a few minutes on each practice, doing it regularly will yield much better results than longer, infrequent sessions. Conclusion. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of thought power and how it shapes our reality. From understanding the mirror principle to exploring techniques like positive affirmations and visualization, we've uncovered the incredible potential that lies within our own minds. Remember, the power to shape your reality starts with your thoughts. Every thought you think is like a seed planted in the garden of your life. By consciously choosing positive, empowering thoughts, you're planting seeds that will grow into the reality you desire. But knowing this isn't enough. The real magic happens when you put these ideas into practice. Start small if you need to. Even a few minutes of positive affirmations or visualization each day can start to shift your perspective and open up new possibilities in your life. As you continue on this journey, be patient with yourself. Changes in your outer reality may not happen overnight, but with consistent practice, you'll start to notice shifts in how you think, feel, and act. These inner changes are the first steps towards transforming your outer world. Remember, you are the artist of your life, and your thoughts are your most powerful tools. Use them wisely, use them consistently, and watch as you begin to paint the masterpiece of your dreams. So, are you ready to take control of your thoughts and start living your best life now? The power is in your hands, or rather, in your mind. Embrace it, use it, and let it guide you towards the amazing life you deserve. Your journey to a new reality starts now with your very next thought. Make it a good one.